Look at the conditions. It actually is groomed out even more, and it will be better as we move on because that tide's going to fill in just ever so slightly. You don't want it to get too high. We saw some of that bounce come from the shoreline, but right now it is just a supreme when we love this.
Let's see here, João just taking off, identified as the closeout, so just going straight.
Second season on the championship tour. Here he goes, Callum. Oh, little fin drift on the bottom, and that wave just closed out.
Yeah, it did, and it was a ledgy one too. So he looks like he's on that shallow portion of the bank.
Yes, looks like Callum up and ready.
Callum on the right, finds a pocket, finds a barrel, finds an exit. So that's going to be the first meaningful score in this matchup. Callum now going to ride his way into the Red Bull jet ski pickup zone to get deposited back up into the lineup. We'll be waiting for that number.
Look at this, and smaller wave, but quickly in and out, and he muscles his way out. One of the strongest, Callum. Look how clean that wave is, pumping his way, keeping that speed up. Not the cleanest of exits, so that'll hinder the score slightly.
Yeah, but a great ride so far.
4.17 drops for Robson. Here we go, João Chianca, Chumbinho in and spit out. So much better effort by the Brazilian there. He's going to take the lead in this heat. That was an impactful ride, Jesse.
Yes, that was so impressive, and this is what he's capable of doing. Just full body on the wave and just coming out of the spit. And right there, why it was so tough to do that, because the wave was very short to where he was. So he just really had to lean down on the face of the wave and just wipe all his speed. So that was a great ride for him.
Literally, look at that stomp right there's the brakes. He literally put that, and that was on purpose. It wasn't like it was a misstep. It literally was a break that he did. He just put his body stalled out, and that allowed him to pull up into the pit and have the maximum time in the barrel. And I feel like of the two barrels we've seen already.
All right, here we go. Priority with Chianca, he's going to use it. This time going right. Couple of pumps down the line, long stretching barrel, no exit for Chianca.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Almost feels like Chianca got sold by Robson being a little bit deeper.
That means you get ad-free cams. All of that, Surfline Premium, scan the QR code. Chumbinho, big gaff on the CI. Hook and turn, variety with a little snap to the lip. So he's going to back up that 7.67 and apply even more pressure to Callum Robson, Jesse.
Oh, it's momentum, right? You just keep hearing the commentators talk about it, so your other competitors feeling that and hearing that, especially with the crowd really behind Chianca here.
Here he is, and skips that section, uses priority, and that's not going to help or change the situation for Callum Robson.
Where the next good wave's going to be, and then you ended up putting the trigger in the wrong wave. It's kind of a bummer, and looks like João up and riding.
Chumbinho stalling, has had to slow down, couldn't put on the brakes enough to get into the barrel there, but stays outside and has some clear water back to the lineup.
Just being very consistent, and there's so many good waves coming ahead of him that fits his surfing very well.
Oh man,
Callum again making that drop with cat-like reflexes, gets the board underneath him, wave dredges through there. So nice effort for the Australian surfer. Yes,
I'm just kind of help you. Come on, help me out.
Is a replay of Callum Robson. Yes, we will have two yellow leader jerseys, Peter.
Just like we did at this event. Look at that. I mean, there's the technique, Jesse. I mean, look at that. Just underneath it. Not going to be a huge score, but just you can tell you give this guy an 8-foot dredging wedge, he's going to go down the face and make it happen. I haven't seen anyone. There was like the Callum Robson 957 kind of surprised me a little bit, but ultimately it was a very good wave.
Chianca right under the hood, right at the takeoff. Unfortunate, it just went clammy and clamped on him.
Jed Clampett.
We talked about it before, his quick ascension to 4 CT victories. Here we go. João Chianca going left, coming through that section, finds the exit. Chumbinho, why not carve his way to the finish just for a little exclamation mark for João Chianca.
Well, well, well. That was another drainer and steep and deep.
Because under priority as well, seeing him back during that section, just kind of sitting on the wall, slowing himself down, and right here to finish. actually a very good carve right there. He was able to get on that inside rail and really lay it down. Very nice for João.
And that time the technique was all a down line, right? So everything was forward on the board. The way he dropped in, had the angle. See that? He's just
steep, deep, and underneath.
And he's then all of a sudden now, once he's in the position, then he starts slowing down. And that's when he's able to speed control. And that's the magic of barrel riding, is being able to have the best speed control. Being able to take really steep drops obviously helps, but then once you're there, being able to slow yourself down or speed up at the same time.
Yeah.
Here we go. João Chianca, foamy barrel ride, makes it through there. Chumbinho.
Thank you, Super Chubos.
Wow, it's a show right now. We just saw 3 amazing waves actually, but definitely not there for João and Jack.
Oh, and then we get this angle of João's, which is another massive number. He's improving on his scoreline.
Yes, and that's looks just like the backdoor type of waves that he usually gets. Kind of like the second wave of the set, kind of the waves that no one wants it, and just the latest drop possible. You got a lot of backwash from the wave before and somehow pulled it off. That was incredible. Such a sketchy wave.
That was good work. He's comboed. Here he goes. Even a 10's not going to save him at this point. So it is going to be João Chianca as our first finalist here at the MEO Rip Curl Pro Portugal. Well, here he goes. He's going to get ready for the final. Preparation time for Chumbinho. João Chianca, monster numbers. It was a 17.1 two-wave total. Look at that glaring 9.43, 7.67. What a show.